scared away the bait fish. Tons of them out here. Woo. Probably little baby stripers. I think the rockfish are plentiful this year, guys. Despite the new restrictions on them, you know, you can only catch one slot rockfish now. That's it, you just get one. Anyways, I just wanted to show off one of the benefits of the bay versus the ocean. Look at this. Totally relaxed. Kind of gently bobbing. This is it. You don't need a raft. Oh. Outstanding afternoon. My God, my God. An outstanding afternoon. Helps that the water quality is great. I mean, it's great. Now, I'm by my favorite spot here in Terrapin Nature Park, Kent Island. And so there's this little creek behind the camera. You can't really see it. And the water right kind of just off to my left, or your left, it is really clear because it's coming out of the creek. But the water out there is also, the quality today is great. I'm not scared of creek water. I mean, so look, I got some tips on swimming in fresh water. You know, this is brackish water right here. Brackish meaning partly salty. If you're gonna swim in fresh water, and I hope you do. So, you know, there have been a lot of scare pieces in the news. Big media trying to scare people not to enjoy the outdoors. Trust me, that's actually an agenda. I don't want to get into it, but if you're gonna swim in freshwater outdoors, all you gotta do is be sensible. First of all, most of those scare pieces about Vibrio, I'm not good with Latin, you know, and fancy names. It's Vibrio something, right? And most of the cases I've read about are in Florida. So you might want to take some extra precautions as swimming in fresh water in Florida. Also, there's a little effect of gators, right? But, I mean, you know, here in the mid-Atlantic or, you know, elsewhere in the country, just be sensible. Look for clear-looking water. My advice is to not swim in areas that are less than about a half-mile downstream from a major, you know, major settlement, major neighborhood, major town, whatever. You know, because look, you know, every town and every suburb dumps their waters. You know, hopefully they've gone through some kind of filtration, but maybe not, right? But they all empty into the rivers and the creeks. So the point is, you know, every body of water will clean the water given enough distance, right? So you don't want to swim in a river or creek, you know, that is right by a big neighborhood. You know, walk downstream about half a mile or so, and you'll probably be fine. Look for rapids. You know, if you see rapids, you're going to have clear water. You know, the more distance that you have, the more rocks and tree roots and everything, you know, the river has had a chance to clean that water a little bit for you. Doesn't mean it'll be perfectly 100% safe. Nothing in life is 100%, okay? But I don't mind swimming in a river or creek, but you know, I look at the water quality itself. I look for a place that's not stagnant. And I don't swim in an area, you know, that's real close to a neighborhood or something. I'll go downstream a bit. You know, you keep that in mind and you'll be fine. Now the good thing about an area like this is marsh creeks will clean out water a whole lot better and a whole lot quicker than a normal creek or normal river in town, right? You know, or much inland. But here, I'll show you. You know, you guys have seen this before. That's where it empties out. You know, the marshy area, the grassland, you know, the tall grass and everything, it will clean that water so much better and so much faster. So, you know, being right here near the mouth of the creek doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. And my last tip on swimming in fresh water: don't drink it, dum-dum. Anyways, I do these types of videos every summer. I sure hope a few of you enjoy them. Last thing I'll say is, I can't recommend coming to a place like this enough. I was thinking about my fellow folks out in Pennsylvania, right? And I'm sorry, I don't mean to rub it in, but you know, I kind of feel for you guys because you're a little further, you know, from the beach or even the bay. But my little helpful hint here is, you know, if you live in South Central PA and you don't feel like making the investment of time and money and going through all the traffic, you know, and hours of driving to get to the ocean, to get to New Jersey or to get to Ocean City or Delaware, come here. Look at this. Look at this water quality. Oh, last thing I'll say about water quality is, you know what, I don't know the exact science behind why some days any given bay will have excellent water quality, and you know, sometimes it's in the middle, sometimes it's just churned up and quote unquote dirty. My only advice here is don't go the day after a storm. There. But look at this water. Now again, I'm near the mouth of the creek, but I'll walk over here a little bit for you and show you. Oh look, maybe you can see them. Look at all those bait fish. Look at all those bait fish. Oh my gosh. There is a ton of them. Wow. So look right here. I'm I don't know, you know, 20 odd feet away from the mouth of the creek. Look at this water quality. Look at that. Finally, every day is different, you know. The water quality can vary. Most days, I mean, more days than not, you'll have a good experience out here, you know. Some days it'll be a little churned up. Like I said, don't come the day after a storm. Don't do this, you know. My advice with going to the beach or going to the bay is try not to make, you know, your plans or your reservations too far ahead of time. You know, the closer you get, you know, to the day that you want to go, the better bead you'll have on the weather, right? Not to be super last minute about things, but look at those bait fish. Can you see them? I can't put the GoPro underwater because I dropped it last year and the back screen just cracked. All in the, you know. I gotta wrap this up, guys. Kent Island is a great place to go for a day trip or to spend a couple of days. There are lots of hotel choices, ranging from fairly modest at the Best Western to really kind of snazzy. They also have a Hyatt house here. I just stayed at a Hyatt house in Dewey, or Lewis, Delaware. And of course, there are all the great seafood restaurants you can imagine. Seafood does not get any better than it does here in Kent Island. But I'm about out of time, guys. I gotta go. I'll see ya.